Estamos en Vicarage Road, la casa del Watford, que como veis nos han abierto de noche, así que es un momento perfecto para contaros más sobre este estadio. Y es que se fundó en 1922 y este estadio ha visto lo mejor pero también lo peor de la historia de los Hornets, porque en enero de 2002 fue comprado y era propiedad del club, hasta que los problemas financieros obligaron a venderlo y a tener que alquilarlo. Sin embargo, una iniciativa que nació de los aficionados, Let's Buy Back the Vic, hizo que volviera a tener el control por parte del club de este estadio, pero es que además tuvieron una ayuda muy interesante, Elton John, porque el cantante se implicó hasta tal punto que donó todo lo que consiguió en un concierto que hizo aquí mismo en este estadio para la causa, y así en 2004 recuperó Graham Taylor era importante para el Watford, que deciros de Elton John, un hombre que ya os hemos nombrado al principio de este vídeo. El cantante era seguidor desde niño de los Hornets y en 1976 compra el club. Es entonces cuando pone a los mandos del banquillo a Taylor y juntos lo llevan desde la tercera división hasta la élite, la primera categoría del fútbol inglés. En 1983 logran ser segundos de liga y al año siguiente, ojo, porque llegan a alcanzar la final de la FA Cup. Son, como ya os hemos dicho, los años dorados del Watford. Roberto Pereyra, Maxi para los amigos.
Sí, sí, así es.
Así que Maxi será en esta entrevista. Bueno, Maxi, lo primero de todo, queríamos preguntarte sobre tus inicios, porque tú naces en Tucumán, que es una zona muy humilde, y te queríamos preguntar sobre si eso, en qué medida, digamos, que eso te construye como, ya no solo como persona, sino también como futbolista, porque no tuviste una vida fácil en tus comienzos.
Sí, es algo complicado, algo que lo tenés que vivir para saber, porque algunas veces explicándolo no se entienden. Pero bueno, creo que cuando empecé fue un momento duro, porque cuando prácticamente no tenés las herramientas para hacer lo que te gusta es complicado. Y nada, después tuve suerte de seguir buscando mi sueño, porque yo siempre quise jugar al fútbol, así que por suerte se me dio y ahora lo puedo disfrutar.
Al final el fútbol, teníais los medios que teníais y con lo que fuera os buscabais una pelota y una cancha.
Sí, cualquier cosa. Uno siempre, con tal de jugar al fútbol, jugaba con cualquier cosa, a cualquier hora, y algunas veces jugaba sin botas, sin nada. Así que nada, después de eso creo que ahora mirándolo atrás lo puedo disfrutar.
Tú has estado en la más élite, en la más absoluta élite, y de hecho River es quien te da una oportunidad de oro en el fútbol argentino, pero con River tienes un recuerdo bastante amargo, que es el descenso. ¿Qué nos puedes contar de ese momento que tú viviste en tus propias carnes tan duro para un club como River?
Sí, creo que en ese momento fue uno de los peores momentos que vivió el club, porque pasó lo que pasó. Nosotros, la mayoría, éramos chicos, teníamos 17 años, 18, no éramos conscientes del momento, de la situación que estábamos viviendo. Si vos me decís ahora que estoy más grande y más maduro, creo que fue algo muy grave para la historia del club. Pero bueno, si vos mirás ahora la realidad, creo que se dieron vueltas las cosas y todo volvió a la normalidad, y River es el River que todos esperamos.
Has compartido vestuario con Paul Pogba, y es uno de los nombres que en el fútbol inglés da más debate. ¿Qué opinas sobre todas esas voces que se oyen casi alrededor de todo el mundo del fútbol diciendo que es un jugador sobrevalorado? Porque hay mucha gente que lo considera más producto de marketing que producto futbolístico como tal. Tú le has visto jugar y has jugado con él.
Sí, yo creo que la gente siempre habla de más porque no tiene de qué hablar. Yo entrené con Paul, jugué 2 años con él y le vi hacer cosas en entrenamiento que en otro lado no las veía. Para mí es un fenómeno, es un jugador completo que tiene todo para seguir demostrando, y creo que dentro de unos años más va a estar en uno de los 3 mejores del mundo, porque es un jugador extraordinario.
Tras la Juve llegamos al Watford, y aquí la pregunta es: ¿cuál es la sensación entre ese cambio entre la Juve y el Watford, dos clubes tan distintos, igual de pertenecientes a la élite, pero qué es lo que de verdad te llamó la atención de ese cambio de la Juventus a Watford?
Sí, una de las cosas creo que fue la Liga, la Premier. La Premier creo que es una de las mejores del mundo que hay ahora, y eso como que me traía intriga, y se me dio la oportunidad de venir para acá, y nada, sabiendo que iba a ser un cambio muy grande, aposté a venir acá y darle continuidad a mi carrera, que también me sirve como experiencia y también lo quería conocer.
¿Qué dirías que es lo que hace al Watford un club especial? Si te dijera una cosa en la que el Watford es diferente al resto.
Especial, no sé, por ahí la gente que no te jode. Acá es todo más tranquilo, es un lindo club, vivís en Londres, tenés muchas comodidades. En línea general creo que estás bien. Ahora tenemos que empezar a ganar nomás, pero bueno, después se vive bien.
has estado ya varios años en la Premier, como bien acabas de decir. ¿Cuál es el defensa más duro, más complicado de superar al que te has enfrentado?
Y hubo varios. Creo que Company fue uno de los que más difícil me ha tocado gambetear.
No es fácil cuerpear con Company.
No, y tampoco cuerpear, si yo soy chiquito, esos animales no puedo, tengo que tratar de eludir, si no, con la fuerza no lo puedo ganar.
Y por último, precisamente una de las razones por las que estamos aquí es porque el Watford está siendo uno de los clubes que más se está abriendo últimamente a los fans latinoamericanos. Lo primero de todo, para un jugador argentino, ver que tu club, aunque sea inglés, se abra a este tipo de cosas, bueno, ¿qué te parece?
Sí, creo que está bueno, porque más allá de que sea un club chico, que no sea muy reconocido, creo que está bueno que la gente de afuera nos mire, porque creo que está jugando en la Premier ya hace unos años que se está manteniendo. Creo que esta es la liga más importante que hay en el mundo, y creo que es lindo que la gente de afuera mire al Watford, más allá que sea chico, como te dije antes, que lo mire, porque creo que es un equipo que va a dar grandes cosas más adelante.
Bueno, Roberto, muchas gracias por esta entrevista y además por aguantar a un entrevistador que te ha confundido con Roberto Pereyra. Bueno, chicos, como parte de nuestra ronda de entrevistas con el Watford FC, hoy estamos aquí con Roberto Pereyra, Maxi. Bueno, ya nos estáis viendo que hoy es uno de los grandes días de la historia de la media inglesa, porque hoy os hemos traído a uno de vuestros héroes de culto, Troy Deeney. Troy,
Hello.
it's a real pleasure to have you with us.
Pleasure's all mine. All mine.
First of all, we are not sure at all that you are aware of this, but you're a real cult hero of Spanish and Latin American fans.
Oh, nice.
So, did you know this? I mean,
No, I didn't, because you just think in your small little world of Watford, people know who I am. But it's more when I go on holiday and stuff, and I go abroad, and people then go, "Oh, Deeney," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, I'm doing okay." But no, I think my connection with most people, especially with like Latin American people like that, is the hard-working effort and just a normal person. I think that's where I get the connection, really.
Yeah, any chance that in the coming future we can see you playing at Spain or Latin America maybe?
I'm too big for Spain. I'm too big for that. But Latin America, yeah, definitely angling at trying to go out to America in some capacity to play. So whether that be North America or South America, then we don't know just yet. But I'm only 31. Still got a bit more time and more people to annoy in England yet.
We hope to see you soon. There's a story about you that lots of our fans love to hear, and we want to hear it from you.
Okay.
It's that jump you made from amateur football to Walsall, because as far as we know, you almost missed that trial at Walsall. How did it happen?
Yeah, I had a different life growing up. So I used to drink a lot and stuff. So I used to be a builder, people that make houses and things like this. So my job finished on the Friday, and I was out of work effectively on Monday. Went out, got drunk, played on the Saturday with my friends, but I only played because my mum kicked me out of the house. So at home in the Deeney house, every Saturday was cleaning day. Yeah. So all kids outside, my mum cleared the house top to bottom, and then that was allowed back in about 5 o'clock. This again, you're talking what, 15 years ago, so it was a different time. Drunk, went and played, scored, did really well, and somebody was like, do you want to come to Walsall? But at this time I didn't know where Walsall was, so I was like, yeah, whatever. Walked off, went and had a drink with my friends, went out again on the Sunday, and then on Monday morning hear the door knocking, and I'm like, what's wrong? And he's like, we've got that trial. I was like, that was real? I was like, yeah. And then the guy dropped me there. I had my boots in an old bag, shopping bag, turned up. I was like, what are we doing? He's like, play played. And then I didn't realise that I had to get home. I thought the guy was going to wait for me. He was like, "You got no money?" I was like, "No." So he gave me £20. I got the train home and just carried on from there, really.
Did you ever think that you would made it like this far?
No, definitely not. This plan was not for me. My younger brother is 27. No, he's going to be 28 actually. He was always into football, so from the age of like 5 to 20 he was at Aston Villa in the Premier League, so he was the football guy and I was just the big brother, supportive big brother. But I always enjoyed football, but it's always been a case of I just do it for fun. I play with my friends and I enjoy winning, I enjoy scoring, but no, just never for me. And now we're here and it's what, 13 years later as a professional, and yeah, as you say, a hero to some people, but I don't really like being called that. Just just somebody else.
Some of our friends are really amazed that for the fact that you, it's a way to say it, but you turned professional after your mom kicked out of your house.
It's crazy. When I look back at my life, it'll be an interesting book, because when they do a manual on how to be a professional footballer, you don't get drunk, you don't go to jail. There's all of these different things that I've done, and it's when I look back now, it's stupid, but I'm so glad it happened, because it's made me realise and appreciate, the position that I'm in now. So
you learn from it. Yeah,
of course. I learn from everything. I learn every day. I learned who you guys were today, so that's something new. But yeah, I'm always learning. I'm always trying to be better, and there'll be people watching this that might say, some people don't like it. Some people might. It inspires me to try and do something else. So they're the kind of people I aim to talk to. That anyone who's I didn't leave school with no education, nothing, just a normal guy. But now I'm doing university, I'm business owner, and I'm doing well. But this is all from learning from my mistakes. So hopefully people will learn from my mistakes as well.
Let's go forward to your time at Watford. You're still here. What's your best memory at this club? I know that it's really tempting to say that goal against Leicester.
That's not mine. That's everybody else's. Yeah, I don't like that. No.
Okay, so
because we lost afterwards.
Yeah.
So that's all I think of. We lost.
So what's your best memory at this club?
Probably promotion. Probably getting promoted at Brighton. I've had moments, like individual moments which have been great, like scoring I've scored in 2 FA Cup semi-finals, losing one, winning one, obviously. Had really good years in terms of scoring 20 plus goals 3 seasons in a row. But the year we got promoted, I was going to leave in the summer, and I decided to stay. We speaking to the club, we decided to stay. Ended up scoring 21 goals, 12 assists, and got promoted, and as captain.
Yeah.
So it was all like everything in one, and it was perfect to not only be the goal scorer, but be the guy that led from the front and took the team on.
You're an icon for every fan in Vicarage Road. What's that thing that makes it special to be a Watford player compared to the other clubs? Not only the Big Six, but every club.
It's the interaction. Because we're classed as a smaller club, we're always David versus Goliath. We're always the little club trying to take on the bigger teams, and when you beat the bigger teams, naturally it's more of a euphoric moment. Everyone's like, "Oh, it's so great!" But now we're growing into a team that is like, we're getting respected, but also with that comes complacency. So we haven't started this season too well, but now you're starting to see the change, and everyone's got their minds right, and we're doing what needs to be done. But for me personally, it's the interaction. If you're at Man United, there is 50 million fans. It's impossible to talk and speak with everybody. But I'm quite open. I speak to everybody. I interact on social media, and you have that relationship, and that's probably the difference.
Tell me something that you haven't achieved yet, and you want to before retirement, as a professional.
Player. I want to play a whole season and feel like I've done well.
You haven't?
Nah, not yet.
Really?
Yeah, there's always been moments in seasons when I haven't done well. I might still be scoring, but I haven't played as well, or have played and have been injured. I just like one season, injury-free, and to just play consistently well. That's what I want.
And now tell me something that you've already achieved and you're really proud of?
Oh, proud. I'm proud of still being here, to be honest. I've been written off so many times, but the best thing I ever did was I bought my mum a house, I bought my nan a house, I bought my brother a house. So in that situation, I've been able to look after the people that have looked after me along the way. So yeah, in that term it's been good, but I don't really I'm not a look back kind of person. I'm a keep going forward. I kind of be a juggernaut, so I get one target out of the way and I want to do the next one. I want to do the one after that. So no, loads more to achieve, loads more to do, and as I say, just enjoy it every day, to be honest.
Nice to hear. Now I need you to pick the toughest defender you've ever faced, and also, just if you want to, the dirtiest player you've ever faced.
Dirtiest?
It can be
the dirtiest player would probably be me. I've never played against myself. No, Van Dijk is definitely the best. He's incredible. Even when he was at Southampton, he's frightening. You normally say, like when we played like Chelsea and stuff, you'd expect certain people to be a bit nastier, but they were quite easy. So they were quite nice in that. But I'm big, and everyone tries to hit me harder, so I just hit them harder than they hit me.
You always feel like the punching ball?
Yeah. But I enjoy it. Obviously, I've always played older, so when I was like 6, I played under 9s, and when I was 15, I was playing with adults. So I've always played with bigger men, so I know how to look after myself. So yeah, that physical battle never ever bothered me.
And is it that physicality of your game is something that worries you about, growing older? And
Nah, I don't worry.
you was the big guy, right?
Yeah, I don't worry about anything. Nothing. What's meant to be is meant to be. So I'm not going to start changing and playing nicer now. I'm always going to be who and what I am, and I play to the limits. Sometimes I overstep the mark, and then sometimes I underachieve. But I always try and push myself to the limit, and when it works off well, everyone's happy and we win. So yeah.
Okay, so the 2 last questions.
Okay.
One of those is a really interesting story that we heard about you, just to check if this is real.
Go on.
We've been told that your Lambo was once stolen, and it was found by the most tattooed man in the UK. Is that real? How did that happen?
No, so basically what happened, I was out at a party and my old house got robbed, like the cars got stolen. Yeah, the guy likes to say that he found it, but let's just say we found it ourselves beforehand, but he happened to call the police and found it. But yeah,
So it's
we got it back pretty quick. Yeah, that's the only thing I can say.
Okay, and lastly, what about England? Are you still confident that you can get a call-up?
Nah, we give up on that. We give up on that a long time ago.
You're not a guy that needs to.
No,
it did. Right?
Like if it happened, you have to be, you appreciate it, and representing your country is what every footballer wants to do. But just the way they're going now is younger, youthful. The style of play is completely different to what I would bring. So no, I'm not mad, or I'm very happy with that we've had the England national team is doing, but also how I'm doing. So we're on 2 completely different paths. It doesn't bother me. If I wrote a book today, just based off the little things we spoke about, it'd be a very good book. So with the England bit would be a perfect book, but at this moment it's good.
We will ask you for an advice for those guys from our YouTube channel that are starting from the bottom, okay, and want to make it. Maybe not to the very
just to
top,
make it,
but just to what would you say to them in an inspiring way?
The same as what I say to my son. I've got a son who's 10 years old. Enjoy it, respect it, but most importantly, you have to give it your all. You can't say, I want to be a footballer, but I want to go out and do this. Everything has to be channeled for the right thing. So if you want to be an athlete, you have to live like an athlete and train like an athlete, because everyone's getting fitter, stronger, and there's got to be people that are naturally better with their feet with the ball. But if you can accommodate that with different things. So like I'm not the best with the ball at my feet, but I'm physically strong, I'm quite quick, I'm good in the air. All these different things I do which counteract that I'm not the best with my feet. So we do things like that which I always think you need to be realistic, be very smart, be realistic with what you want to do. Work smart, not long.
Okay, so that's it.
That's
Troy,
it, visit. No,
that was
thank
a
you.
real pleasure.
No,
Thank you
pleasure
very
was all
much.
mine.
Esto es el Watford, un club pequeño entre grandes, o como diría Troy Deeney, David contra Goliat, orgulloso de sus orígenes, orgulloso de su estadio y que nos ha abierto las puertas a la media inglesa.